everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial, and today we are painting the all-new Idoneth Deepkin. Yes, we have the new Icon of the Storm, I believe this one is, not the Icon of the Sea. I built this one because I just like the look of it a little bit more. It's just cool, isn't it? And a massive thank you to Games Workshop for sending me this one early to build up and paint with all of you, because that is exactly what we're going to jump in and start doing now. So he's been primed in grey here. He's a little bit darker than kind of average Idoneth Deepkin, so we want to go for a slightly grimmer look here. And the colour we're going to be using first is some Sigvald Burgundy, and we're going to be applying this over top of our Icon of the Storm's trousers. Seems as good a place to start as any. With that Sigvald Burgundy all applied, just whilst we're waiting for it to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Guilliman Flesh, and we're going to apply this over top of the Icon's skin. So with that Guilliman Flesh all applied, Sigvald Burgundy should be dry by now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some Cygor Brown and we're going to apply this over top of the boots. So with that Seraphim Brown applied, we're then going to take some Seraphim Sepia, and we're going to apply this over top of the trails here, and we're going to apply this over the top of the grips of the swords. And so with that all done, we're now going to take some Black Legion and we're going to apply this over top of all of the armour, excluding the helmet. So with that all done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Berserker Bloodshade, and we're going to use this to do two things. So the first thing is we're going to use this over the top of the trousers. Nice and simple. We'll just do this over the top of one trouser leg just for now. Just like this sort of thing. But the other thing we're going to do with the Berserker Bloodshade is going to use this to do a bit of blending on these trails. So what we're going to do is we're going to start up here and we're going to apply the Berserker Bloodshade like this, coming down to around about there. Then we're going to wash the brush, get rid of the water, then we're just going to blend it into the rest of the detail, like so. We want to make sure that we get this going down the side as well. Like so. And then we also just want to make sure we get a little bit of this on the inside, coming from this sort of angle, like that. We'll wash the brush once more, and then we'll blend it. Just like so. So with that all done to the trails, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Leadbelcher. We're going to apply this over the top of the blades and the helmet. And so with that all done, we're now going to take something down Retributor Armour. We're going to apply this over top of all of our remaining details, specifically on the icon. We're not going to apply this over top of all that water and stuff. No, no. So with that all done, we are now going to work on that water, and well, what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking a roughly 2 parts Lahmian Medium to 1 part Briar Queen Chill mix. And this is because our water here has got a slight greenish pallor to it. We want to thin this down just because we want to very, very gently kind of shade what will be the brightest parts of it, but it will act as a base for when we apply our next couple of blends down. You just want to get this over like that sort of thing, and then once that's done, we'll come back for the next round. So once that Briar Queen Chill is all applied and dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Coelia Greenshade. We're going to apply this over top, but we're going to do a bit of blending. So we're going to get this Coelia Greenshade over the top of the bottom down here, just to start with. Like so. There we go. It's looking pretty good. And then what we're going to do is still bring it up this part. And we want to bring it up to kind of where it starts to curve around there. I'm then going to wash the brush, touch off the water, and we're going to blend it. Like that sort of thing. And so with that all done, we just need to tint it blue just a little bit. So we're going to take some Tyran Blue, I'm going to thin it down, sort of 4 parts Lahmian Medium. And we're going to apply this over top of all of it. So with that all done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Seraphim Sepia and we're going to apply this over top of the eel. And whilst we wait for that Seraphim Sepia to dry, we're going to take some Leviadon Blue. We're going to apply this over the top of this fish. With that all done, we then want to take some Fuegan Orange. I'm going to apply this over the top of the belly of the eel. And we'll also apply this over the eel's fins as well. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some Volupus Pink. I'm going to apply this over top of the inside of both sea creatures' mouths, including over the top of their teeth, and we're going to apply this over the top of the fins of our fish. And so with that now done, we're going to take some Druchii Violet. I'm going to use this to blend in that sort of purpley tone that's on the eel. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Druchii Violet. We're going to kind of come at it from this angle. And we're going to apply this over the top of the head. Going to bring it round to around about halfway, like that sort of thing. I'm going to wash the brush, and then we're just going to blend it like that sort of thing. And then we're just going to do it on the other side. But there isn't really any blending to do. So with that all done, we're now going to add some shades, and these are over the top of our metallics, and the first one of these is going to be some Reikland Fleshshade. I'm going to apply this over the top of the gold. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some Nuln Oil, and we're going to apply this over the top of the silver and the black. So with that all done, our icon is now what I would call a Warhipster battle ready, and it's looking pretty cool. However, we're not going to leave it there, of course not. We're going to take it to the next level. We're going to do this by adding some highlights. Now, the first of these is going to be some thinned down Sotek Green, and we're going to use this to highlight all the black armour. So with that Sotek Green all applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Temple Guard Blue. I'm going to use this to add some little spot highlights to all that black armour. So with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Flayed One Flesh. And we're going to use this to highlight loads of details here. So we're going to use this to highlight the Icon's flesh. Like so. Just like that sort of thing. I'm going to use this to highlight these trails back here. And we're going to use this to highlight the eel. So with that all done, we're then going to take a small amount of some Black Legion, and we're going to apply this over top of the eyes of the eel and the eyes of the Icon. So with that all done, we're then going to take a teensy tiny little dot of Screaming Skull. I'm going to use this in the corners of the eyeballs. Like that sort of thing. But what we're also going to do with the Screaming Skull is we're going to use this to pick out the teeth on both the eel and the fish. Just leaving a little bit of that pink to give them some gums. And so with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Wazdakka Red. And again, we're going to use this to do two things. So firstly, we're going to use this to pick out the eyes of the fish. Like that. However, the other thing we're going to do with the Wazdakka Red is going to use this to highlight the trousers. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Fenrisian Grey. We're going to use this to add some little spot highlights to our blue fish. So with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Corax White. And we're going to use this to basically highlight / relayer all of the sea spray on our sea. So we're just going to start up here. Just like that sort of thing. And you could dry brush this if you wanted to. But I think doing it this way kind of like is like an inconsistent series of dots and smooth lines. Just makes it really pop, as you can see. And so with that all done, we should have some lovely sea spray now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take some thinned down Ironbreaker. I'm going to use this to highlight all the silver. And so with that Ironbreaker all applied, we then take some thins down. You guessed it, Liberator Gold. I'm going to use this to highlight all the gold. And so finally, just to finish it off, we're going to take some Terradon Turquoise and we're going to apply this over the top of the 2 gems. And so with that base now complete with some Armageddon dust and a couple of little modelling rocks just sprinkled into it, really went really simple with it there. Our Icon of the Storm is now finished, and you could use this exact tutorial to do the Icon of the Sea if you wished. There is not a lot of that is different. The armour is silver, but it's the same Idoneth silver that we've done before on Cyrene's razors, for example, so between the two you could get that one done as well. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.